just I suppose to wrap it up, just in terms of what you would like to share, is there anything you'd like to share with our audience in terms of some 2 or 3 top takeaways in terms of what you've learned along the way in the last 6 years since you started Amazon, I think it is now? And
yeah, there's probably 2 things that I think are a bit neglected in a lot of the other kind of online education areas. So there's some really great courses out there if you want to learn how to run a Facebook ad agency or become a copywriter. There's great training. But the thing about running your own business from home is that there's sort of a couple of things that are essential that nobody really shows you how to do. And one of them is sort of your self-care and the state that you're in. I mean, people like Tony Robbins teach how to get into the right state to be awesome or whatever, but just that kind of routine for a very unstructured life. I mean, nobody's giving you weekly meeting schedules or telling you what you need to hand in or paying you on a regular basis. So managing your own energy and your own workflow and your space and your time and your outputs is really reliant on that mental state that you're in. So that's sort of managing your sleep, your food, your exercise is really, really essential. And lots of entrepreneurs have such unhealthy habits and then wonder why they're stressed and scatty and forgetful or not coming up with enough content or something. So I think self-care is really neglected for entrepreneurs. And I can tell, like, as soon as I've had a few bad nights with children not sleeping or something, like, my ability to focus and do good work's just out the window. So in a day job, you can, not quite in zombie mode, but it's certainly a lot more forgiving to be an employee without having lots of focus. But when you've got your own business and you're driving it, you have to look after yourself really, really well. Otherwise, it's just not going to go that well.
So
that's the first thing.
Yep. Sorry, keep going.
So that's the first one. And the second one is just to focus on profit. There's so many people bragging with screenshots, and then they come to me, going, I've got a $6 million Amazon account, but it's running backwards. Or, you know, they're just not, they don't have a clue what their numbers are in their business. So they're both not sort of softer skills, but they're not like a core technical thing that you teach in an online module. It's part of like your philosophy of your online business, is that you look after yourself and that you focus on bringing the profit in, and then you've got the right to have expenses rather than go out and get a new sports car because you've had a good sales month and then realize you can't pay your tax bill, or all those fancy staff you hired actually didn't do that well for you in the end, and you've got to let them all go, and you run into a big financial hole in the process, plus you borrowed some money you've now got to repay. So those are the 2 things that I think, if you've got your body and mind in a good state and then you're really disciplined with the money, it should all go well. Like, nothing should go wrong if you're looking after those 2 things. And then obviously the ethics and work rate and productivity and all those other things have to happen as well. But I think those 2 ones really interest me, because I see people just either super stressed or, you know, in big messes, and they were kind of avoidable. Not very exciting stuff to teach, because nobody gets really excited about, you know, better financial management. It's not a really racy subject. They want to learn about a $1 million brand or something. But if you don't do that stuff, it all crashes in a big heap, and you run out of energy and you don't see the positive results for your work. You need to kind of feel like your business is working for you and improving your life, not that you've just created yourself another job. That causes stress.